All right, let's dive right in. Today we're getting up close and personal with a car that, for so many of us, is the ultimate dream machine. A 5 crore rupee Lamborghini. We're going way beyond the posters. Let's do this.
You know this car. It's the one you see on Wallpapers, the one that tears up the screen in movies. But today, we're gonna make that digital dream a real, tangible thing and give you a front row seat for the entire ride. So let's start with this idea of a dream on wheels. Because honestly, this is so much more than just a car. It's not just about the engine or the metal. It's a symbol, right? It represents the absolute pinnacle of performance and, let's be real, just looking cool.
Our mission today is pretty simple. We're going to show you everything. I mean everything. How does this thing actually run? What does it feel like to sit inside? We're covering all the little details you'd never catch just by looking at a picture.
And we're better to start than right here, in the cockpit. This is the command center, the heart of the action. And I'll tell you, it is built for one thing and one thing only: driving. You can pretty much forget everything you know about a normal car's interior.
Even starting this car is an event. It's pure theater. You don't just twist a key. No. First, foot on the brake. Then, you flip up this awesome fighter jet-style red cover. And only then, you press the button that brings this beast to life.
And that's your reward. Just listen to that roar. It's this incredible sound that tells you straight away, this is not your average engine. It's an experience all on its own, a sound that you literally feel right in your chest.
Now, the cockpit itself is super focused. You've got your usual controls, sure, but there's one that's absolutely crucial: height adjustment. A car this low to the ground has a big enemy: speed bumps, or as the source calls them, big jumps. This button lifts the front just enough to avoid a very, very expensive scraping sound.
And when I say focused, I mean it. There is zero wasted space in here. It's a tight fit, designed for just 2 people. This is not the car for a family road trip, okay? Every single inch is optimized purely for the driving experience.
But, you know, the surprises don't stop inside. The moment you start looking at the basic layout of this car, you realize they've made some really unconventional choices.
So in pretty much any car you've ever been in, the engine's in the front and the trunk is in the back, right? Well, this Lamborghini just flips that whole idea on its head. Your luggage, that goes up front because the back is reserved for the heart of the car, the engine. This mid-engine design is the secret sauce for supercars, giving them incredible balance and handling.
And I love this. The source makes this fantastic, super relatable comparison. Who on earth would have guessed that a multi-crore supercar shares a design feature with the Tata Nano? It's a brilliant observation that just makes you smile.
So with the luggage up front, that massive engine is sitting right behind the driver. And it's surrounded by hardware that is so extreme, the source calls the tires terrible and the brakes very dangerous. Now, that's not a knock on their quality, it's a testament to how raw and track-ready they are. They're so aggressive they demand your full attention and respect.
All that crazy engineering, that aggressive design, what does it all add up to? Well, it adds up to some truly mind-bending numbers. So let's get into the data that really defines what a supercar is.
First up, top speed. We are talking over 300 kilometers per hour. Let that sink in. That's a speed you can't even legally or safely get close to on a normal road. It's a number that's really just there to prove what's physically possible.
But all that insane power has to come from somewhere. And this is the question everyone asks about supercars, right? What's the mileage? The answer? A tiny 2 to 3 kilometers per liter. Yeah, this machine was built for speed, not for saving gas.
And finally, the number that really puts everything else into perspective. The price tag for this level of engineering, art, and pure exclusivity: 5 crore rupees.
You know that powerful engine sound we heard? Well, it turns out it's actually customizable. You get 3 modes. Starta is your standard everyday setting. Sport opens things up, makes it a bit louder, a bit more fun. But then there's Corsa mode. The source describes this as the most horrific sound, and he means that in the best way possible. It is the loudest, most raw, track-focused setting you can imagine.
Now, putting the car aside for a second, the creator of the original video had a really powerful message for his audience, who he calls the Titanium Army. And this part is really all about the why he makes content like this in the first place.
He says it right here, and it's so direct and honest. This whole experience, getting to drive a Lamborghini, making this video, he says it's not just about him. He feels it was only made possible because of the support from his community. It's just a really heartfelt thank you.
And this is really his mission statement. The whole reason he does this is because his viewers ask him to show them things they can't normally get access to or experience for themselves. He kind of sees himself as their bridge to these incredible things.
And he's definitely not stopping here. He throws out this massive, ambitious goal, directly connecting his next big dream, flying airplanes, to his community's growth. It really turns his personal success into the shared adventure with all his fans. And that leaves us with this final, really cool idea. Taking a dream off of a wallpaper and actually putting it on the road, that's an incredible thing. It proves that maybe, just maybe, the impossible is within reach. And that opens up a much bigger question, doesn't it? Once you achieve one dream, what's next?